Stampers, this is Trevis. Welcome to Video Friday. And so today for YouTube, we're going to be making a card. I'm going to be using a bundle from the mini catalog that I have not used much and I have not made a video with it yet. So I didn't even know how to say it when I saw it, but it's called Ranunculus Romance. And this bundle is so very, very cute. It's the stamps, okay, so it's red rubber. It's a red rubber set, so it's a cling set. And then the what really drew my eye to it was the dies. And there are 8 dies in the Ranunculus dies, and they are very, very different, right? So it's very diverse set. And so today we're going to stamp a little, cut out a few things, and we're going to be using some no-line watercoloring again. So that's always fun, right? And let's get started. I just want to say hello to a couple of my friends, Pam and Barb. Had lunch with them today and had a great lunch. I am just so blessed. I feel like I am so blessed because Stampin' Up! Has given me all of these wonderful friends. I feel like I have just, I don't know, I just feel so good about so many friends that I have through Stampin' Up! You know, I started in 2000 and I really just loved the product. I still love the product, right? But I did not realize all the people that I would meet through the wonderful stamping experience. And I hope you feel the same way if you're a stamper, because we get along so well. We just have a real love of our craft, but we also love each other. And I just want to say thank you for being my friend. And let's get started today. I just feel really blessed in my heart, so I just had to say that. So I don't want to cry, I don't want to get goofy, but let's just get started. Okay, so today I am going to start with some really cool vellum. And this vellum is on page 33 of the mini catalog, and you've probably missed it. I actually missed it too until I saw some cards with it, and I'm like, ooh, that is just beautiful. And this is the piece that I'm going to be using today. I don't know if you can see it. If I hold it up close, maybe you can see it. I'm going to put some paper behind it. Maybe that'll help. No, not really. It's still pretty light. But this is, it's like embossed, very fine embossed white on vellum. It's outstanding. And so that's going to be part of the base of my card. 2 of my favorite colors to work together are navy and pink. And so that got my brain going on what color should I make this card? And so I picked Blushing Bride and Night of Navy. And then I thought, well, I'll bring in a little copper foil because I think that's cool too. So I actually have some copper foil that I cut out of the Ranunculus dies ahead of time. And so that's going to be, between that and this awesome vellum, that's going to be the base of my card today. So let's see here. I have some of our shimmery white cardstock, and I'm going to stamp this stamp on here, and I'm going to do some no-line watercoloring. So this stamp right here is, I'm going to stamp that in the very pale green, my favorite pale green for no-line watercoloring, soft seafoam. So I'm going to stamp that. I don't want to waste paper, so I'm just going to stamp it right down here. Okay, it's really pale. That's what I wanted. So that stamp is beautiful, and you can certainly just use that with, and do some, you could just cut that out. You don't even have to color it. It's so pretty, but I am going to color it. So I'm going to use 4 different pads. Oh, I hope there's some ink in these pads. Yeah, there's a little ink in that one. So I'm going to use Mossy Meadow. I'm going to use Pear Pizzazz, Magenta Madness, and Blushing Bride. And so these are my 4 colors, and I'm going to no-line watercolor. Oops. Turn that around. So if you have the re-inkers, you just want to put a little re-inker in the lid. Keep it there. Don't wipe it out. Just keep it there. It won't hurt anything. And then this is our water painter. I'm using the smallest one. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start coloring the flower. Bring a little water up. There we go. Don't want a whole lot of water. I'm just going to color these flowers. And bring in like that. So these are water-based pads, right? So when you color over them, they have a tendency to, the color will kind of fade, right? Because the lines will fade as you bring in more color. But you can still see through it, and I hope this turns out. Hey, if it doesn't, here's the cool thing about videos. I can just stop the video and start over. I know. It's cheating, isn't it? Do you think that's cheating? No. So now I think that's supposed to be the greenery. So I'm just following those lines. Then I'm going to come back with some darker colors. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to let that dry. So while that's drying, clean off my brush. Now I'm going to pull up some of this Pear Pizzazz. And I'm going to color the stem. The branch, stem, yeah, stem. It's not a branch because it's not a tree. Okay, I'm a better stamper, I think, than I am knowing anything about plants. Oh, I'm terrible with plants, I'm telling you. You can look at the stamp if you can't really tell. Ooh, that's part of the, okay, that tells me something I didn't know. See, so I can look at the stamp and I can see, I'm actually going to put the stamp right here by me so I can see it. That will help me. So that is part of the, yes. So I need to go back and I need to fill that in later. Okay, I'm glad I didn't put green on that because that is part of the flower petals. So you can add color. So I usually start out light. Some people start out dark. I kind of start out light. And then I add color, darker colors. Oh, I love this color. I've always loved Pear Pizzazz. It's kind of a, I think we used to have a color called, what was it? It was celery. Oh, we've had so many different colors have gone bye-bye. That's hard to remember them all. But what was that color? Certainly celery. That's it. Certainly celery. And that was sort of like this color. It was just a little bit lighter, but it was so pretty. And kind of miss that color. Okay, I think that's all of that. I think I need to go back and color those. Yeah, I'm going to go back and color some of those. Now, you can even come back, and even with the same color, you can go a little richer. Okay, so you don't really have to, because when I bring in that Mossy Meadow, it's going to be really dark. Okay, so I don't know if that kind of looks like a blob. I don't know what I did to that, but it doesn't really look like a pretty leaf. I think I sort of messed that up. I'll fix it. I'll try to fix it. Yeah, looks a little better. Okay, so now I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to clean off my brush. I'm going to go back and get some more of this and fill in this part of the flower, the petal. Okay. My husband's due home from work in about 10 minutes, so hopefully, usually I put, when I'm recording, I usually put a little sign on my door that says recording, so he doesn't like scream out, I'm home. But if he does, it's okay. Okay, we're letting that dry a little bit. Now I'm going to go back and get, ooh, this is going to be kind of daring, but I'm going to go back and get some of this. Because I do want to color in some of these veins. you can see that it's definitely a different color green. It's much bluer, has a lot more blue in it than the Pear Pizzazz. But I can always come back and do some more Pear Pizzazz on top. As you can see now, it lost its lines. Okay, so you can't really see the original lines of the ooh, hello, very dark. Yikes, so. Ooh, but I kind of like it now that I see it. Maybe a little bit too much. See, if that wasn't dry, it would just be like real blobby. So you do want to let your paper kind of dry in between. And these, like I said, these water painters, I said before, they are so, the tips are so, the brushes are so perfect for this. They are just really fine, wonderful brushes for this kind of a technique. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Okay, it's getting there. Now I need to bring in some more pink, right? Because that flower doesn't look too great. So, ooh, it's going to be dark. But I like that. Okay, so this is a much pinker pink. That's more of a, I think Blushing Bride has more of a yellow to it. And this actually is a really pink, girly pink. And if you can still see the lines in the center, you can kind of work with them. You can kind of go off of them and you can kind of build your flower and make it really look pretty. I'm spending a lot of time on this flower and I don't even have my card ready. It's okay. I think I'll catch up. Ooh, very dark. Okay. Gotta be careful because that's not really dry and I'm bringing in more and more color. More and more paint, I should say, or ink. Okay. It does look pretty. So this is more like a, I guess like a rose. I guess they're like roses, yeah. Like, yeah, I think they're more like roses. At first I thought kind of like a tulip, but some of them aren't. Okay. So pretty. Okay, now I'm going to come back. I think I'm going to bring in, I might do a little more of this Pear Pizzazz. Squeeze a little water. Yeah. So, I hope you have some fun plans for the weekend. So happy when the weather starts getting nice and daylight savings time is here and everything starts getting green. All the pretty spring flowers start popping. Yeah. All right. I don't think I'm going to keep messing with it. I think I'm just going to let it go. Okay. So let me close these pads. And now I have my little Pee-wee, my mini cut and emboss right here by me. And I do want to mention that this little guy is on sale. He's on sale this month, 20% off. So if you don't have a mini cut and emboss, you should maybe consider getting one. They are on sale for 20% off, so $48. And look, they fold up. So tiny and so cute. Okay, so I'm going to cut this out. See if it's dry enough. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, so there's a die to cut this out. And it's this one. All right, so I can't cut this big piece out on my mini cut and emboss, right? Because it's too wide. So I have to cut this down a little bit. Now I'm going to cut this out. And you get everything you need with the mini cut and emboss. You get the plates. All the plates come with it. So you can buy replacement plates when your plates get scratched up. And you can buy the replacement plates, but you don't need to keep buying the base. Okay, so I just had somebody who was like, I need a new base. I said, why? You really don't need a new base. You just need, let's start it. There we go. You just need new plates. Okay, so you never have to really replace this or the other 2 plates that come with it. You just buy these, the clear plates. All right. Okay, so look at that. Isn't that so pretty? It almost looks like wallpaper. And it's got that little shimmer to it. So that kind of makes it even more special. Okay, so what I did now was I did cut this out of the scalloped contours die. Okay, so that's my navy piece. So that gives you the scallop and the stitching. All right, so I have that done. Then I did cut out already, as I told you, this copper piece. So that piece was also from the Ranunculus dies. Okay, so I have all my pieces now. So let's get started and assemble this card. Okay, so I have a piece of, this is 4 1/4 by 11, Blushing Bride cardstock, and I scored it at 5 1/2. So I have that. Then I have that piece of vellum. And okay, so vellum, you have to be careful, right, when you adhere it, because anytime I put adhesive, if I would put adhesive around the edges, it would all show through. So I have to be careful with that. So I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to adhere my my scallop to the center. This. And the cool thing about this is there's no wrong or right way with this. Well, I take that back. I think there is a wrong or right way with this vellum. Okay, so we have that. And then I'm just going to start adhering these. So I think I'm going to use my silicone mat, craft sheet rather, and then some glue. Do I want to pop that up? Maybe I do want to pop that up. Well, I think I might, but I'm not going to pop this up. So I'm going to put a little liquid glue just to hold this down. Very little bit. Don't go crazy, Trevis. If you go crazy, it's all going to squeeze out. Got a little thick there in areas, so we shall see. So if I put this on, kind of want this. To come out sticking out behind it. So I'm going to put this right here. I'm a klutz when it comes to glue. I really am. That's why I like the adhesive so much. I'm much better with it than I am with liquid glue. See, I get glue everywhere. I get it on my fingers. I get it everywhere. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and put some mini dimensionals on here. Do love these babies. One more. Okay. Better get rid of this before I get glue on myself. Been known to that happen, right? My fingers get so sticky I can't touch anything. So I'm going to take the backings off. Kind of like that I decided to pop that up. I think that's a good decision. I don't want it to go too far off the... Oh, that looks cute. Okay, So now I'm just going to adhere this to the Blushing Bride cardstock right where it will not show. Does that make sense? It's like that. So I love navy and pink together. I just love it. Okay, now I have my little piece of cardstock for my greeting, my sentiment, and I'm going to say just for you. So most of my blocks are actually in the dishwasher. They were just so gummed up and, you know, they just get grease from your hands and just get ugly. So I decided to put them in the dishwasher. So I have very few of my blocks here. Oh, look how pretty that is. Okay, let that dry for a second. I'm going to mount that on a piece of, yes, do I want it straight? I think I do want it straight. I don't think I need a fishtail on this. Just going to mount that on a piece of Blushing Bride just to give it a border, a little edge. Look how cute that is. I love that font. Put a few of these on here. If I had the bigger ones, I'd use them, but I don't have them over here. They're somewhere. You know, we have black too. Did you know that? We have black dimensionals, and they come in a pack with small and large. Love that, but don't really reach for them that often. Oh, yeah, it's so cute. Okay, I'm going to stick that right there. I think it does need an embellishment, and the embellishment that I'm going to use are these classic matte dots, and these are from the mini catalog. So there's black, gray, ivory, and white, and there's 2 sizes of each. And so I'm going to use the white, and I'm going to use one here and a tiny one here. So you get a row of each. That's cool. And I'm going to use another tiny one right here. So they're not shiny, they're matte. And I think that's perfect for this card. It's got enough shiny going on. Okay, so there is my card today. I hope you enjoyed it. A little more no-line watercoloring. And I really love pink and navy. I hope you do too. Thanks for watching today and have a great weekend. Talk to you on Tuesday. Bye.